Imagine playing 42 record label showcases and being rejected each time. But then you go on to sell over 30 million copies of your debut album, which gives you the best-selling rock album of the 21st century and best debut album since Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. If that's you, you are a part of the band Linkin Park. Back in the year 2000, a little album called Hybrid Theory was released, and I loved it. I loved this album, and this was around the time that Napster was in full swing, and to know that an album could still sell very well at this point in time is amazing. 30 million copies, imagine that. This band from California, mostly, their singer was from Arizona originally. They went and did amazing things, and they had a long-lasting career up until 2 years ago when the lead singer took his own life. So I mournfully make this video about their debut single, One Step Closer. It's what made me fall in love with the band, and I loved that new metal sound back then. I loved the lyrics. I loved this mashup of electronic music and rock music. I mean, this was fresh. This was almost 20 years ago at this point, and their music holds up to this day, in my opinion. You just can't make that type of lightning. They were originally accused of being a boy band for rock or whatever, but luckily they lived past that, and actually a major part of the band was almost kicked out if the record labels would have got their way, Mike Shinoda. But anyway, in this video, it's a two-parter. In part one, I'm going to talk about the gear that was used and a little bit about the recording. And in the second part, we're going to hear some isolated tracks in the mix. And that second part will not be on YouTube. It will be on RealHomeRecording.com. I'll have links and all that below. But let's get started. The album Hybrid Theory was recorded at NRG Recording Studios, which is a top-of-the-line studio in Los Angeles, California. Brad Delson, lead guitarist for Linkin Park, uses the equipment that I've listed on screen. Some or all of this gear was used to record the songs on the Hybrid Theory album. Mike Shinoda also plays guitars here and there. Early on, he used an Ibanez, particularly the RG120 and RG2020X models. He could also be seen playing the Paul Reed Smith Santana SE and PRS Standard 24 guitars. Rob Bourdon is Linkin Park's drummer. According to the Hybrid Theory liner notes, he used a GMS Drum Company drum set along with Paiste cymbals. His other gear is shown on screen. To my understanding, Linkin Park's electric bassist did not play on the album. Studio musicians Scott Koziel, Ian Hornbeck, and also lead guitarist Brad Delson shared the low-end string duties. Koziel is credited as the bassist for One Step Closer in the liner notes and is featured in the music video for the song. But, for curiosity's sake, here is Dave Phoenix Farrell's equipment rig. He's been Linkin Park's bassist basically since they toured for the Hybrid Theory album. As for the electronic elements, Mr. Joe Hahn and Mr. Mike Shinoda used a bunch of stuff, and I'll just leave it at that because I honestly do not know the specifics, because if I said what they were, I would probably be wrong. So if you really want to know, ask those guys. Finally, Chester Bennington recorded with a Telefunken ELA M251. The one that's shown on screen is the actual one that he used during Hybrid Theory's recording sessions, and in my opinion, should end up in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. For part 2 of the video, where you can hear the actual mix stems, you'll need to head on over to RealHomeRecording.com and find the video link there. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you learned something from this video series. I want to re-record Taylor Swift's old albums at 24.96. Let's do it, Taylor. Let's do it.